Oh my God. Okay, guys, I'm telling you, you're in for a treat. I have here with me my students, Robin, and now the successful students of my program. He has done me proud. And more importantly, he has done himself proud. He just fresh off the press. So I'm inviting you here in today to share with you his success story. Hey, Robin, for those who don't know about you, tell them where you come from, which course you study, and what jobs you were looking for before this.
All right, so I come from Bangladesh. I did Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering from Macquarie University, and I was really looking for a graduate role as an engineer in construction, HVAC, or mining industry before I to Leo's class. And it's been quite inspirational to be a part of Leo Lee's job coaching program. And I just came straight from the interview. So I was supposed to do one interview with my dream employer in Sydney. I not just only attended that interview, but I got a surprise interview call from another company from the same area. I finished the first interview straight away. I drove to the second one and
Wow.
I landed both jobs. It's not just
Amazing.
one, two jobs in the same day.
Tell them a bit about yourself before this. You were struggling for quite some time. Am I right?
Yes, I completed my bachelor's in the beginning of this year, April, to be honest, since I was looking for work from the January, even before I graduated. So I was constantly, like everyone else, applying on Seek to different companies, junior role, graduate role, or even the role that requires more experience. But there was no luck. All I got to hear from the employers is by an email that unfortunately I'm not the exact match to the job description, and they'll keep my profile in records and they'll call me back if like future employment comes in, but that never happens. So I've applied for more than 200 jobs over this time before I joined Leo back in September this year.
And how did that make you feel, Robin, when you apply for more than 200 jobs and they keep saying no to you?
It really killed me from inside. Like as an international student, we have an issue with visa as well. Visa, we don't have a long-term visa. It's a temporary one. As days were passing and I was getting rejected from all the jobs I was applying, it was terrific. At this moment, I only have 15 months of my graduate visa left to work
Wow.
as an engineer. So I just wasted 7 months looking for work in a way that is never gonna work. That's why Leo Lee's techniques, his inspiration, his course material for the job coaching program really helped me dive into the right pathway that I
Mm,
need to follow in the job hunting process.
absolutely. Can you tell everybody whether the two roles that you got, is it advertised or not advertised, Robin?
So both the roles are not advertised. What I did is I did a random call. It's Leo will all teach you these processes if you join his class in future. But what I did, I called them. I was the one who took the initiative.
Mm,
I introduced myself to the employers. I was the one who introduced myself. I was the one who introduced my skills, what I can do for them. I let them know. I was following up constantly with the employers. Mostly all the employers, they just say, okay, send me your resume. I'll have a look. But they never have a look at it. They don't have the time to do it. So you have to be the person who's constantly following up, whether by calling or visiting in person, sending them an email, sending them a letter to the mail about the progress. Like, have they opened up your resume? What do they think about it? Do they have a job to offer you? Are they available to meet you in person? They're willing to know about your skills, what you can do for the company. The job that by grace of God I got, the both of them, it didn't happen in the first call. I had to constantly look towards it, follow up. I think after the seventh or eighth try to talk to them, they agreed to meet me in person and have an interview session. Today was that session. I was confident enough for the interview because Leo Lee will also prepare you for this type of interviews, and they were so convinced with my skills. Even though I don't have much experience, I'm a fresh graduate. They do agree with that. They're willing to train me. Uh, they said they will provide all sort of training for me.
mm.
So and they also want me to do my own work at home. So it's not just a one-way thing. They will keep training you. It's also me. I have to put the extra effort. After coming from
Absolutely.
the office, I have to spend time at home researching and developing my skills. Whatever I learned,
Mm.
how can I do better?
Very good, Robin.
And the most important thing, the potential employer of the company, they just interviewed me today. They are the one who discussed all these things with me. Like they wanted me to get a clear vision of what's going to happen when I step in to work with their company, what kind of job I'll be doing. They took me around the office area. They introduced me with nobody does that after an interview session, but I was lucky enough. They introduced me to their bosses, and they took me to the workshop.
Mm.
It's a mechanical engineering firm, so they have a big workshop. They introduced me to all how things work, how the design team sends the project to the fabrication team. Then they build the thing in real, and they like deliver it to the clients. So
Wow.
they also explain what my role is going to be as a junior engineer, how I will be progressing towards my role, how I will and what are the opportunities to grow as a graduate role available there. They all all these things have been discussed already today,
And
but
fantastic.
I'm
Hey,
hopeful as
Robin,
well.
man, you well done, man.
Just to add up one last question, the second job that I interviewed, uh, he is convinced to offer me a 4-week trial. After the 4 weeks, I'll definitely offer, if I see you progressing, taking on your duties, I'll definitely offer you a full-time contract, because one of his staff has been to India on medical emergency and is not likely to return this year. So it's a great opportunity. Even if it's now up to me which job I want to do. It's now they have been rejecting me for so many days, the employers, and now I have the chance to reject one of these companies and accept the offer to another one. See,
Hey,
isn't that amazing?
it's called sweet revenge, right?
Yeah,
Probably last two questions, Robin. A lot of things
yeah,
you talk about, you cold call them, you pitch
yeah.
them, you follow up. Did you know how to do this before joining us, or we actually taught you all this stuff?
No, I didn't know like even 10% of these skills. These are life skills, and this will help you all throughout your life. And I have learned all of this after I joined Leo Lee's class. I think I'm still doing his class. Like I still have a week left,
Yeah.
a week's class left. It's not over yet. So it's like a progressive week by week. You learn everything. And
Yeah.
Leo Lee is not just like a teacher. He teaches you and you go to home, you sleep. He always pushes you. He keeps pushing to your limit. And I would be honest, Leo Lee is the one who wanted that I get the job, honestly, more than me. I didn't put that much effort, honestly. But Leo Lee always like I went every day when I woke up, I got a text from Leo Lee. Hey Robin, did you do that? Did you do what I said? At one point initially he was like a panic to me. Why is this guy texting me in the morning? Because obviously all of us, we have a habit, we are lazy. We don't do the exact things that we need to do. But in the Leolis, if you join Leolis class, he will make you do it. He will
Absolutely.
make you get your dream job.
Oh, thank you, Robin. Probably last question, man, is how does that make you feel now to finally call yourself an engineer? Like, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, I feel great. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Spending so much money studying as an engineer at a university like Macquarie University in Sydney, spending thousands of dollars every year uh, is not a like after doing such a degree, after getting a degree like that, you're just sitting in home or maybe working as a Uber driver or at a fuel station doesn't suit you. It's all that money, all that effort you put into studying goes to vain. A lot of people has degree, but not everyone is working in their own field. Not everyone is making use of their skills. So it's a fabulous achievement, I would say, getting a job, being a certified engineer at working at a company that's real. So it's a great feeling.
Hey, well done, man. Well done. And for those who are curious, Robin, which package did you take from our job coaching?
I took the gold package.
And do you think it paid
I
off
would
well?
say, yeah, obviously, I would say any package would work for you. It's the skills that you acquire from Leoli it's more importantly than the package is the learnings you take from Leo and you put in use. You do whatever Leo suggests you to do. And Leo has a KPI target for every day. If you follow that, I wasn't following it, but don't take inspiration from me. You should follow it. You should approach as many employers as you can every day. Call 10, 12 employers, because you don't know. You're knocking on every door every day, and maybe on the 50th door they open it for you, or maybe in the 500 door. You should not stop. You should not give up. For me, it worked in a few weeks, but for you might have to do your own hard work for it.
Yep. So for you, how long does it take you, Robin? Get this how long?
To get hold of these two employers, it just took 3 weeks. But
3 weeks.
I had to keep following up with them until I get the interview on the 6th week. They took a little time, the employers, but my initial conversation with these employers, it just happened on week 3 after joining the class.
I can't wait to see you, succeed even more. And I know this is just the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And we wish you the very best of luck. Do you have any last word of advice for your fellow friends here?
Yes. So just focus on yourself. What are your skills? And try to gain more skills meanwhile. That will help you land your dream job much easier, because what employers look for is the skills that you can use for them. Maybe if you're a mechanical engineer, start doing 3D and 2D modeling, start doing some online courses meanwhile. Keep the training going on, put more skills in your resume as time goes, and make a choice of what kind of job you're looking. Don't get mixed around. There are different type of industries. Okay, so just select an industry that you could do your best at, that your passion and your knowledge point towards. So go towards that industry. Like for me, it was construction and mining. For other mechanical engineers, it can be building services and HVAC engineering. So there are multiple sections of engineering for mechanical engineers can work in any of that. They are just like water. They can be put in any container.
Very good, Robin. Oh, one last thing, man, because you just mentioned what resume, man. Bring me up. Tell them about your resume before and after Leo. What happened to your resume?
Oh, so Leo Lee will fix all of your resume. My resume before, it was not even worth for asking for an internship at an engineering company. But Leo Lee addressed all the important skills that I have and that I can gain in the meanwhile by doing online courses. And he put all of those skills. He asked me about what I did at the university, and during I did an internship. So what I did during that internship, what key projects, what key engineering outcomes did I deliver to my employers and to my professors. He addressed everything in the resume. And most people have a misconception that a resume should be like 1 page or 2 page because they don't have time to look at it. My resume was a 5-page resume. And today, when I was being interviewed, the interviewer, he read every bit of it. He was pointing out every words, like, you said this in this page. What do you mean by that? Can you explain what you did to that company? So it's not like if your resume is 6 or 7 pages, they will not look at it. They will do. If you have the required skills for their company, if you have the required attitude and attributes mentioned in the resume, they will definitely look at it. And it's very important having a good resume.
100%, Robin, 100%. Hey, thank you so much for joining in.